Why don't we talk about Kylian Mbappé? Did you see this goal last night?
Honestly, when you think the game's done and a disappointing result for PSG not to win the game, and you just see him do something like that. But how dangerous is he, Ray? I mean,
that's what world-class players do.
But look at
turn up at the right time.
He reminds me of like a little bit of Thierry Henry and like a lot of R9 mixed together. Honestly, and if he goes to Real Madrid as the main man, he could be one of the best players in the world for like the next 10 years. He's unbelievable.
Well, his pace, his balance, he's fantastic. 23 years old, and what he's achieved so far in his career.
And do you think as well, Ray?
He's not even come into his peak of his career yet, is he? You're looking at 25, 26 is when...
Do you think as well, with Messi there as well, it's sort of... I don't know.
They've got some superstars, isn't
yeah,
they?
He's not going to reach.
You think
his
it's an
level.
ego thing?
Yeah, I feel like with Messi there, you feel like you might have to pass.
Do you think
Messi.
he will go to Real Madrid?
Yeah, I think he will, and he'll want to be the main man. Everything could be through Mbappé. He'll be the Messi of, Real Madrid, like Messi was with Barcelona. But at PSG now, it's like sometimes you think, Mbappé, he's got to pass to Messi because of the ego thing. Messi's probably one of the best ever players, but if he goes to Real Madrid, he'll be the main man. But honestly, for me, the best player in the world.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say to you. What about for you, Ray? Best player in the world for you right now?
Certainly there and thereabouts, isn't he? I mean, I know Messi's his age is going against him. Ronaldo's done his bit, isn't he, over the years? But at the moment, you could argue that he is, yeah. I like the Liverpool boys as well. You look at Man City, playing brilliant at the moment. Bernardo Silva's different class. Bet his goal last night as well, half volley. So we're very lucky to watch some great players at this era. Yeah. And Mbappé certainly one of them. And he's only 23 years old.
Imagine when he goes to Real Madrid, like him and Benzema's link up with France has been outstanding. Benzema likes to get assists, doesn't he, as well? Yeah. And his link up play, they could be frightening next season.
Who's your top three in the world right now, Gabs?
I'd say Mbappé, Salah and Haaland.
In that order?
Yeah. I just love like players with speed. Like Mbappé, Salah and Haaland. So quick and can score goals.
Finishing.
Yeah.
How far off? What's your top three? Have you got one?
We're putting Arsenal players here.
I can't think of any Arsenal players. No,
Xhaka?
I can't think. Xhaka, yeah. I think what he's done since Salah and Mane have been away, Jota's been unbelievable.
Great,
I think he's the best number 9 at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think he's been absolutely sensational since they lost Mane and
would
Salah.
Would he be in your top three above like Lewandowski?
Well, I like his work rate, the way he conducts himself every game, his goals he scores, and I think he's going to get better.
So hang on a minute.
I'm trying to think who's...
Are you subbing out? Say, for example, the top three Gabby's got Mbappé, Salah, Haaland. Are you subbing
Salah's
out?
got to be in it as well.
Are you subbing out Haaland for Jota?
Possible, yeah.
Really?
I think Jota's been brilliant. What a signing he's been.
Yeah.
What's yours, Laura?
I would probably go along the lines of what you have.
Haaland.
I don't think there's anyone that I can sub out. Mbappe, Salah, Haaland. There's no one like a Lewandowski, for example. I wouldn't put in ahead of any of those ones. I wouldn't put a Kevin. I love Kevin De Bruyne. Probably one of my favourite players in the Premier League. But I wouldn't take Salah's in the form.
Who's been the best player for City this year?
See, that's...
Bernardo Silva's been outstanding. Sterling's numbers are crazy.
Rodri.
He's
been excellent.
I think I've got to be Bernardo Silva. I think he's so underrated. I remember watching him like a couple of years ago.
Sterling's found a bit of form.
Yeah.
I
remember watching Bernardo Silva. I went to with my son and his friend to the Man City Liverpool game, and it was at the Etihad, and I couldn't believe the work rate. Forget about anything else. The work rate of Bernardo Silva. And I think I look at the stats after the game, and he was the highest by, I think it was probably 1 or 2 kilometres of distance covered. And to add his quality as well into that, for me, he's so underrated.
Massively. Let's talk about Messi, because he's missed 30 of his 133 penalties. It's funny, isn't it? Messi, like one of the best players in the world, of his generation as well. What is it about penalties?
I don't know. I took one in the reserve team game. I missed that.
Never took another one.
I've not took one since. So they can be sometimes difficult, can't they?
I've took one in a final of the UEFA Cup. I think the most important thing, don't change your mind. See how when you run up to the ball, you can see the goalkeeper probably going to go that way, and it's all down to pace.
He looks big, doesn't he, the keeper in the goal?
It's all about, and probably the hardest bit is walking down from the halfway line, especially when it's a massive game and you know what's at stake. But the pace of the ball is so important. You've got to put your laces through it, and I don't like it when they stop, if I'm being honest, but some players are very good at it and wait till the keeper to move. We played with Yakubu.
Did you see Eric Boyes?
And he used to walk up and he'd wait, and last minute, and then he'd make his decision.
You see Eric Boyes in the African Nations Cup?
No, I didn't know.
He done the Fernandez Pogba one.
Oh.
Stopped, done the stutter. Missed straight away.
No.
But that really...
I don't like them. They make me feel uncomfortable.
And do you know when you're running up to the ball as well, you've got that, I'm going to hit it to the goalkeeper's right, hard, you're side netting, it's usually a goal. But once you go up to it, and if you need to see the keeper going that way and then suddenly you try and put it in the other corner, that's when your body's not right, exactly. And that's when you miss it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 100%. I think the most important thing for me, don't change your mind.
Yep.
On that subject of best players in the world right now, Richard Dalton's got in touch from Weybridge, and he says it's always forwards, it's never goalkeepers or defenders. He says Van Dijk has to be mentioned, never lost a game at
definitely.
Anfield. And I tell you what, actually, Van Dijk looking almost back to his best now, probably back to his best. I don't know why, but it's because they're just flair players and more attractive in the eye, aren't they, when you talk about forwards. Brilliant goals scored last night as well. Bernardo, Sterling, Ronaldo, Mbappé. What's your favourite one, really quickly?
It's got to be Bernardo Silva's.
Do you like that one?
That's such a tough technique, isn't it?
Half
volley. Unbelievable goal.
Okay, 81089 if you want to get in touch. The boys have said who their favourite 3 footballers in the world are right now, the best 3 in the world. You can get involved, you can tweet us if you like, at TS Breakfast. Gabby's gone Mbappé, Salah, Haaland. Ray thinks Jota could be in there.
Just recent form has been excellent.
Yeah.
And I thought they might struggle, Liverpool, with him out, with Salah and Mane out of the team, but he's really stepped up.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.